Well, originally when I wanted to be a player, I didn't really know a lot about Title IX. I just knew that a couple of the local schools had already had a basketball team. So I was really excited to, I wanted to play, and I talked to Jim Munoz, who was then the athletic director, and he said, well, get 7 girls to sign this piece of paper and a coach, and you can have a basketball team. So I went around the school and asked a bunch of people to sign up, and we got Nancy Boynton at the time, Nancy Fisher today, to come and be our coach. And we were really excited to start that first fall season. Well, it's funny, I think that the girls really were excited to just be playing, and so they were very focused on it, and so they didn't have any preconceived ideas about whether they would be successful or not be successful. They just thought they could be. And you know, Mike Kenny came along after 2 years of Nancy coaching. Mike Kenny came along and kind of gave us a little discipline that he had from being a men's soccer player at Michigan State, and really everybody was very excited about that, and nobody told us we couldn't. So when we went down there, and I think we got a little taunted by the team that had won it 3 years prior to that, kind of got our hackles up about the Hick team from Northern Michigan, and you know, we won our first state title, and I think the ball just got rolling. People got excited about watching girls sports, being involved in girls sports. The numbers went up. We went from 7 to having a full set, and younger kids were playing, and so it got to be really exciting. The girls volleyball team did not get into the main gym until well after I started coaching and had to petition for that. As a coach, after I'd been and gone and come back and played a few years in the small gym for a while, till I could convince them to go ahead and put the actual poles in the floor of the boys' gym up in the big gym. So it took a while for the volleyball team to get up there. Well, and the impact on just our family directly is pretty significant. My father, being a boys coach for all of his life before moving to Northern Michigan, that was quite a change for him. And then to have 3 daughters, 2 of which who played, 1 of which who would have had sports been there had she been available to her. Both of us went on to play. I played a year at Grand Valley. Rebecca went on a full ride scholarship to Michigan State. And then the grandchildren coming along, and Ashley, the oldest, goes to Aquinas on a volleyball scholarship, and then Alicia comes along and gets a full ride to Penn State, and now Elizabeth is going on a volleyball scholarship to Macomb Community College in Detroit this year. So for us personally, it's been significant to watch it. It helps that he had 3 daughters and he has 6 granddaughters and no grandsons, so he's living his sports life through the women in his life, so which is kind of interesting change.
Well, I was one of the male chauvinists who didn't think that girls could get serious about it, and so that was the first surprise when I actually started coaching girls, how very serious they were and how well they listened compared with the boys seemed to be a little more scattered. And so I was pleasantly surprised in every facet, and was proven wrong very quickly. But, and you know, I'd been coaching a long time before I was at Leland, but having said that, I still didn't know for sure how good these girls were. They were a whole lot better than I thought they were going to be. And so that one time during the second year, I took a group of girls down to Central to watch them play a game. And what I did then, Central Michigan, and I watched and mentally put some of the kids that I was wondering about, and said, if they went in the game, or if one of them went in the game, would anybody know it? And I thought, no, they probably wouldn't know it. And so that's how I realized that the upside was going to be more than even I thought it was, because I could put Rebecca and Julie and Stephanie out there and know that nobody was going to know the difference. Going from Leland High School with 25 kids in a class and sending 5 girls to Division I, the Big Ten, mostly, that doesn't happen anymore, but it did then. That's, you know, Alicia has done for this generation of athletes in Leland. She's done the same thing that those 5 girls did half a generation ago anyway. And people around here know that it's possible because people have done it.